Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Let's look at the Bangalore team. They did a lot of buying towards the end as well. That's what happened in the last hour, didn't it, Simon? I think my head was spinning a little bit because you just couldn't figure out who was going where. It was just happening so quickly.
Yeah, it was. It was happening very, very quickly. And again, what they were looking at is they looked at like they had probably 9 or 10 of their core players very early on in the competition. And then they want backup players, Jason Behrendorff and David Willey, to back up Hasaranga and Hazlewood. Yeah, Hasaranga's a spinner, understand that. But Willey's a genuine all-rounder, can bat and bowl, so he can take that spot. Finn Allen at the top of the order. Let's say a Maxwell gets injured. Let's say one of their top order players gets injured, he can slot in there. Shafane Rutherford into that middle order. There's options there for Bangalore. What's their bowling attack look like? And if we were to pick their number one lineup, does their bowling attack look strong enough to get things underway? Josh Hazlewood and Mohammad Siraj, I think that's a pretty good start. Harshal Patel leading wicket taker last year, and then Hasaranga. And then where are they looking from there? Maybe, I know, Harsh, help me out. Where are they looking?
They can get Behrendorff,
Maxwell, obviously. Yeah, well, Maxwell obviously is going to bowl some overs for them.
Yeah, but they can get another
They've
quick.
got
They can
a
get
lot of
another
overseas
spinner.
options.
Yeah.
Sorry, they've got a lot of overseas options, but your core always has to be Indian, which has been their problem over the years.
Yeah.
So if you look at that Indian core now, you've got Virat Kohli, Mohammad Siraj, Harshal Patel, Dinesh Karthik, right? So you're done with 4. Now you're looking Shahbaz, you're looking Mahipal, Lomror. You're starting to count from 4-5. From 5 onwards, you're now starting to count at reliable players. You've got Siddharth Kaul, you've got Karan Sharma. I think they're on the other side of their peak. Then you've got players like Suyash Prabhudesai, Chama Milind, Akash Deep, Anuj Rawat. But past 4 and then Shahbaz as 5, you're starting to search for India players. And I think that's been an issue in the past as well. So they might struggle a bit with their India players.
Yeah, they're still missing Chahal, you feel? I mean, they've got Hasaranga there, but I still can't help but think that, after what Chahal has done for Bangalore,
the last thing they want, I know Hasaranga doesn't like to play Test cricket. The last thing they want is Hasaranga being called away for national duty in between. I think Sri Lanka playing some games against Bangladesh, but he's not played Test cricket so far. He doesn't want to, but suddenly gets called. But that's the IPL. You've got to be ready for everything.
There you go. That's their squad. We also looked at a probable 11. Got that
I think they've got nice cover. I think they've done pretty well. They've got a very, very good 11, and I think they've done pretty well with their cover. The little area that might be of concern is that number 5 area.
They've also got Mahipal. There's also Lomror. I think I like his name there as well.
Decent player.
Yeah,
it's a decent player.
Yep.
Maybe 5.
Yeah, good player.
Maybe 5 for Lomror. I think 3 might be the issue, as Simon called it 5, but 3 or 5. One of those 2 is the issue. If they find a 3, I mean, that's a story of RCB, as we've been talking about. RCB's story is the search for number 3. But if they can find someone to fill that spot at number 3, then that first 11 is still looking quite all right. And then you start to look at backups. But with RCB, there's one thing there. If Kohli is in form, suddenly that team is completely different. Because then there's Maxwell who's building on something. There's Dinesh Karthik who's building on something to finish. So if Kohli is in form, then all of a sudden you're looking at someone who's giving you 3-4 matches off his own bat.
All right. So with where are you? Thumbs up, thumbs down for Bangalore at the auction.
I'm about. Dooley, what are you going?
I'm about 10 o'clock again. I don't think they've had their finest auction, but I don't think they've had their worst auction.
I'm about 9:30. Yeah.